So this is my video on why I think you should see Deadpool. And before I start, you're probably wondering why I look like a 30-something-year-old man who's making an anime cartoon for Nickelodeon. And that's because I thought it'd be best fit to review this movie in my best 30-year-old man making an anime cartoon for Nickelodeon cosplay. If you don't get this reference,
Might be looking like, this guy.
which you may be saying, oh, you look nothing like that guy. Well, looking at myself in the camera, I look like I want to kill myself. But no, in all seriousness, Deadpool, the movie I'm actually here to talk about, it was great. It was pretty good. It was basically everything I had expected it to be, everything I wanted it to be. So what was great about the movie? What did I enjoy about the movie? Well, for one, Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. I've only seen a few certain comic movies where the actor playing the title character or an actor playing a superhero in that movie fully captured, fully like embodied that character, fully embodied that role. And a few of them, just name off the top of my head, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, which is also part of this X-Men universe. Um, I want to say maybe Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, and now Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. These are the only three actors. I mean, there's probably not the only three. I mean, there's probably some out there I'm forgetting, but the ones that I can name off the top of my head, those are the only few actors I can actually say, like, just got the characters right from start to finish. And what's great is that not only Reynolds' performance in this movie, but the entire just production and the way the movie's made, it feels inspired. Like, it doesn't feel like an Age of Ultron or an Ant-Man where let's just make a really safe, really run-of-the-mill, very, by-the-numbers comic book movie where, you know, it's expected, it's very predictable. Like, it feels like this movie was made by people who actually wanted to make it. People who actually had a vision, people who actually had a mission statement to make with this movie. And that's perfectly captured with Reynolds' performance. He's just like a kid in a candy store. He just is having the time of his life. He even admitted to crying when he first got on the Deadpool costume, which is very unexpected of Ryan Reynolds. I always viewed him as, you know, Mr. Hollywood, almost. I never knew he was a big comic book fan. I never even knew he was a Deadpool fan, to begin with. He makes, more than makes up for his Origins role in X-Men Origins Wolverine. In fact, Fox, overall, is completely made up for their past sins with the X-Men franchise. They really have made up completely with stuff like Days of Future Past, and now this. The movie, going back to the whole inspired thing about this movie, it feels like people wanted to make it. I made a jab at, Age of Ultron and Ant-Man, and a lot of people may get pissed off and say, oh, what do you not like, Age of Ultron and Ant-Man? No, I think they're fine movies, but going to see those movies, it just feels like nobody wanted to make that. I mean, fucking Joss Whedon came out and bashed the movie during its run, even though he wanted to release a director's cut, and hey, look at that, he never released a director's cut, ever, for some fucking reason, even though he said he wanted to, he even said he was going to, but that's neither here nor there. Those movies, they weren't bad, they just left me wanting something more. I just walked out of those movies going, it's kind of what I expected, just more of the same shit we saw before. And that's what movies like Deadpool I enjoy. Like, if you really, like, you ask me, I like Deadpool more than Age of Ultron and Ant-Man combined. And I want to just put in perspective for you guys, those movies are multi-million-dollar movies. This movie had a $50 million budget. $50 million, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money for shit like a comic book movie, like a mainstream comic book movie. I mean, $50 million is like a fifth of like Age of Ultron or Ant-Man, and those movies didn't impress me. And it shows that you don't need all this is this giant bloated megaton blockbuster to, to be entertaining. You can just do shit like this. That's why I love Deadpool. Okay, stuff like, speaking of Marvel, stuff like Daredevil and Jessica Jones. I like that small stuff more than I do, than I did, Avengers: Age of Ultron or Ant-Man. And again, I don't hate those movies. I just look at them as, same shit, very safe, very run of the mill, very, average superhero movies. And they have multi-million dollar, those are multi-million dollar films. Those are like the things I look forward to most in the year. You know, like if you were asking me right now, okay, what am I looking forward to? What is the one thing, one superhero related project I'm looking forward to right now in the year, right now in 2016? You know, we got Captain America, Winter Soldier, Batman v Superman, Doctor Strange. The point being, you know, what am I out of all those am I looking forward to? None of them. I'm not looking forward to any of them. You know what I'm looking forward to this year? Daredevil season 2, because Daredevil season 1 knew when to take risks, knew when to be original, and gave us something different. That's the reason why I'm looking most forward to season 2. I mean, the first season of Daredevil, they killed off, you know, spoilers for Daredevil season 1. They killed off Ben Urich in the first season, even though Ben Urich is a prominent character, not only in the Daredevil comics, but he's prominent in the Spider-Man comics, even in, I'm sure, the Punisher comics. Or even Wesley, the Kingpin's right-hand man, a prominent character with the Kingpin character, and they just kill him off. Not because, you know, that's what the comic books did, because no, that's what the recipe required. Okay, that's what it called for. Okay, that's what they thought was a natural, you know, advancement in the story. Okay, that's what they wanted. That was their gut instinct. They didn't, you know, keep the character around because, oh, the comic book fans might get all, you know, annoyed and pissed off. No, they did it because that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to encourage, you know, something a little different, okay? They didn't use the fucking red suit right off the bat because they wanted to do something a little different, okay? They wanted to go Man of Fear, Man Without Fear route, okay? They wanted to do that story, okay? They didn't even mention the Avengers incident, you know, by name. They just call it the incident because it has nothing to do with anything else that's going on, okay? But that's not to undersell any of those other movies. I'm looking forward to Civil War. I'm looking forward to Doctor Strange. Notice how I didn't say Batman v Superman, huh? Yeah, fuck that movie. You know, that's not to undersell any of those movies except for Batman v Superman. Have, you know, your Age of Ultrons and your Ant-Man movies, as long as you give us a Deadpool and a Guardians of the Galaxy or a Winter Soldier or a Daredevil series every once in a while to keep the balance of mediocrity and, you know, special. You know, you gotta have that balance. And that's why I respect Deadpool on all levels. Even James Gunn, to bring up Guardians of the Galaxy, director of the Guardians of the Galaxy, James Gunn, he even came out with a great, I don't know if it was an article or he came out and just said that we should not be looking at Deadpool as, you know, hey, let's you know, just make every single movie every single comic movie R-rated. No, we should be looking at Deadpool the way as, no, let's make every comic movie a little different. You know, let's give the people something different every new turn. You know, let's give them something original every now and then. And that's kind of hard because in the comic movies, you know, these are movies that have been you know, being made since the 70s, since, you know, Superman, you know, first came out in 78, or even going further, you know, beyond that. Okay, it's hard to do that, but, you know, we should at least try. You know, and that's the one thing I was so worried about with Deadpool. That's the one thing I was really worried about, was that after this movie, if it was successful, we were going to have the Deadpool effect, where every comic book movie that was coming out was going to be R-rated or gritty or funny or breaking the fourth wall. You don't need that. You do not fucking need every single comic book movie to be, hey, he's a funny talking guy. Because they already kind of are. That was the thing about Guardians of the Galaxy I was afraid of. Oh, we need a wisecracking smartass in these movies, okay? That's the reason why I was very, you know, resistant towards Deadpool, because I was just thinking, oh, it's Guardians of the Galaxy, where, hey, let's have a movie that's not taking itself seriously. Let's have a movie that's not taking itself, you know, that's a total joke. It's a lot of jokey characters in it. Again, not to undersell Guardians of the Galaxy, but that's just kind of what I saw after that. Ant-Man was very much like that, okay? And now this movie is almost like that. I mean, really, I would compare this movie. I want to see like a great comparison video between Deadpool and Guardians of the Galaxy, because a lot of the beats of both movies are really the same. You know, like you got a smart ass, you know, character who takes nothing seriously. You know, Peter Quill in Deadpool. You got a character who has a big, like, the soundtrack of this movie is almost like that in Guardians of the Galaxy. I wouldn't even be surprised if some of the songs that were in this movie ended up in Volume 2. Okay? But again, that's not to undersell it. I'm not saying that Deadpool ripped it out. I'm just saying some stuff, you know, there's some beats that are, you know, kind of the same. It's a little bit of a complaint, but still. I mean, you could even say that Dark Knight, it's like the Dark Knight effect. What happened after the Dark Knight? Well, every single comic book movie was trying to be exactly the same. I mean, making like an R-rated, you know, like, let's say, Avengers movie in the wake of Deadpool's success would be like taking the Dark Knight's tone and, making like a Superman movie in the tone of the Dark Knight. I hate my life. Okay, not every single comic book movie needs to be R-rated like Deadpool. I mean, this is a character, Deadpool, who, not, like, pretty much nobody knew. I mean, outside of, like, hardcore comic book fans, not everyone knew who Deadpool was, okay? If I throw a rock and I ask that person, hey, that person that got hit by the rock, if that wasn't clear enough, hey, do you like, do you know who Deadpool is? They'd probably be like, no. Okay, so for this movie to make $230 million, or, like 130.1 million dollars, its opening weekend, domestically, that's just domestically, that's not like worldwide, that's domestically, here in America, it's impressive as hell. Like, it's groundbreaking, and I'm glad that it was as successful as it was, because it was something different. It was something totally different, and it was a risk. It was a risk that fucking Fox was willing to take. That Fox put together a cinematic X-Men universe before Sony could even put together a fucking cinematic Spider-Man universe, okay? I would have laughed in your fucking face if you had told me that like 10 or even 5 years. I would have laughed in your face if you told me that a month ago. Okay, it's impressive as hell, and it just shows you we don't want to see every single movie be like this. We want different shit. Okay, I don't want every movie to be like Deadpool, because it's just gonna make me go back and say, fuck you, Deadpool. Because as much as I love The Dark Knight, I hate it also because we just went through that period of time where every single new superhero movie that came out needed to be like Dark Knight. And, I joked around with Man of Steel. That's the reason why I hate Man of Steel. Man of Steel made me hate The Dark Knight and Batman Begins and The Dark Knight Rises. Like, I don't want to go into the Wolverine 3, which is a movie I'm actually, like, that's the first out of, like, all these 3 Wolverine movies that they've made so far that I'm actually, like, genuinely excited about. Like, I don't want to go into that movie with its now confirmed R rating thinking, oh, that's just because Deadpool was successful. I don't want, a shit zillion. Like, I even, like, made this joke when this movie was coming out. Like, hey, if Deadpool is successful, without a doubt in my mind, Suicide Squad is going to be rated R, because it hasn't been rated yet, apparently. So, I made that joke. I don't want it to be rated R just because this was, you know. I mean, this movie has shown that, hey, you can actually make an R-rated comic book movie and have it be successful. But I don't want to go into Wolverine thinking that, it's just R because Deadpool is rated R. I hope it's not that. I hope it's actually, hey, the R rating actually has a purpose. I mean, it's an R rating. I hope it does have a purpose, okay? But I just don't want a ton of comic movies coming out of the woodwork and having them be R. It's just kind of annoying that way. And it just seems like, oh, it's cool to be R now. I guess we gotta join that bandwagon. It's like whenever those fucking stupid, like, trends come out, like the AOS Ice Bucket Challenge, or, all that shit. Like, hey, everyone starts joining on that bandwagon, I might as well too. It's just fucking annoying. So I kind of just wasted 20 minutes talking about Deadpool, but not actually reviewing the movie, so I'll just split the video off here. I kind of wanted to do this video anyways, just talking about why Deadpool is important, and also the impact it's going to have on comic book movies from here on out. Whether that be, a good thing or a bad thing, I guess time will tell. But, I'll just talk about the actual movie in a separate video, actually doing that, because I wanted to get a lot out in this video, so that video wasn't extremely long. Okay, I just want my review to be very quick, very, to the point, give a quick reason why you guys should see the movie, that's all. So, with that said, I will see you guys in that video. Take care.